If you've ever played a virtual reality game that's highly immersive, right? You put on a headset and bodysuit, and you know when you first get in, hey, look, this beautiful world that I'm involved in, maybe it's Grand Theft Auto or whatever it might be, some VR version of that. So you're immersed, you're seeing all this stuff, and when you first go in, you have this sense of detachment. Here I am outside of the game with just this headset on. But once you get into it, you're in the game and your emotions get tied up in it and you lose yourself in the game. And so effectively, that's what I'm saying is happening here. Space-time is just our headset, but we lose ourselves in the game and we take the game as the reality. And what science has done, what physics has done is study space-time very, very well. It's studied our headset, and they studied the headset so well that they discovered it's just a headset. And that's the power of the scientific method. And so spiritual traditions have been saying this for thousands of years, right? They've been saying that consciousness is fundamental and space and time is, they haven't used the term headset, but it's maybe an illusion or something, and Plato has the allegory of the cave. Okay. And so the spiritual traditions have in some sense been there for quite a while, but they haven't had the tools of mathematics. They've had only imprecise language to work. And they also haven't had the tools of experimental psychology, for example, or experimental science more generally. Mm. So we're coming to a nice convergence for humanity. Most of us think of ourselves as little 100 to 200 pound tiny objects inside of an infinite space-time. What I'm saying is that's completely wrong. Whatever you are, space-time is a trivial data structure inside you. So you're not this trivial 200-pound object inside this vast space-time. That vast space-time is a trivial data structure inside you. The distinction we make between animate and inanimate objects is completely unprincipled. The only reality is consciousness. That is the reality. I'm always interacting with consciousness. But my consciousness is dumbing things down. Space-time is just a headset. The headset sometimes gives me insight into consciousness, sometimes it doesn't. That's what headsets do. They dumb things down. That's a limit of the headset, not an insight into reality.